And we are now joined by the Michigan man himself, wide receiver and national champion, Roman Wilson. Thank you so much for the time. Combine and Pro Days, they're all done with now. So tell us, what have you been up to lately? And can you update us on any team visits?
Yeah, I mean, a whole lot of Zoom meetings, a lot of workouts. And basically, I've only met like visits with the Jets and the Titans, and those were good too. So those are going to be probably my only ones, if not, if I have some scheduled next week. But I mean, the process has been good.
Well, you did catch a lot of people's attention there at the Senior Bowl and Combine, where you showed off your explosive speed. What's the biggest strength you think to your game?
Definitely my being reliable, being consistent, being fast, and just getting open in zones and being man coverage. I feel like I'm very good at that, and just making plays. I feel like I don't really drop the ball too much. I only have one drop on this whole year, so I mean, just being reliable.
Some of these draft experts, though, they're saying you're being undervalued because last year you had 48 catches. But I want to remind people, 12 of those were touchdowns. What do you want to say to those critics or those naysayers?
I mean, one in every four times you throw me the ball, I'm scoring a touchdown. So, I mean, it's hard to beat that no matter what level you're at. I mean, it's a very hard thing to do. And, I'm just very blessed to be in a position like that in my life to be able to do that.
And you did all that hard work under Coach Harbaugh, which he has those infamous sayings. I'm sure you've heard them nonstop. Can you give us your best Harbaughism?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not very good. He probably come in the meeting room and be like, so Roman, what do you think about that route? Kind of just hit one of those on me.
That's so funny. All right, well, let's talk about your quarterback here a little bit, McCarthy. We've seen the success of him on the field, but tell us what he's like behind closed doors. What do you think will win over an NFL locker room and makes him that guy?
I mean, he's really one of the boys. I mean, he's just a guy people love to follow. He's a leader at heart. He's a great guy to have around. He's very energetic, very vibrant. His mentality rubs off on people. He's just a good dude. I just love playing for him. He's always working hard. He's always trying to make a play in the games, and just a great attitude. And I just love having him around.
And you yourself have an incredible journey to getting here to this point. You lived on the island of Maui in Hawaii, but you flew to high school to Honolulu. Give me more details. I need to know about this plane hopping.
So my parents wanted to send me to a different school, and it was on a different island. We grew up kind of poor, so my mom had 3 jobs. My dad got a job at the airline, so I could fly standby. And I used to get up at like 4 a.m, go to the airport, get on standby at the 6 o'clock flight, get on the flight, take the public bus to school, go to class, go to practice, take the bus back to the airport, back on the plane. Did that for about a month, and then I was kind of over it. I started staying with three different families, so I'm so grateful to have those people in my life. But my dad got a studio apartment, and I just started living there, and felt like a process in my life was finally coming to an end, and I could finally take a breath. As a kid in high school, you finally chill out and relax for a bit.
Well, that's incredible. When you think about getting up at 4 a.m., having to wait at the airport on standby, when you envision that, is this now where you see yourself getting to sit here talking about the Combine and so close to living out your NFL dream? Has it all sort of paid off, you think, now?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Just being grateful, even when I just got to Michigan, I'm like, man, it's finally paying off. And then, you win the national championship, and I'm like, man, it really is paying off now. And now that I'm going to the league and I get to meet with teams and, I get to be on shows like this, it's an unreal experience. And I'm so blessed to be a part of this in my life.
Well, your journey is still going. Can't wait to hear your name called in the draft. We appreciate the time. Thank you so much, Roman.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, guys.